Hello, it's Leigh here from Australia, very hot Australia at the moment, so cheers to everybody. Hope you're all well and happy. I'm so glad you've come back and joined me for another week of the Margarete Miller Collage Weekly Assignment Challenge. So there's just the one prompt this week, but it's not just as easy as it sounds. So it's to pick a room and a home, find at least 3 images or things that could go in this room, and create a collage with them. So I put my thinking cap on, dug out a book that I draw from all the time. It's a decorating, it's not a magazine, it's an actual book. And I found this image of a nice light, posh looking room. And my intention is, after my background is painted, is to cut these windows out before I stick this on. And that's what you'll see through the windows, is the background that I painted. So some other posh things that could go in my room. I have some wine. I've got a ballet poster, and I'm not sure if that is a ticket or another poster. Some dancers, a lady with a cello, this posh lady, so that's one of Pam's printables. Some silverware, what do you call that, high tea, a table that I'm not sure I'll use, but I was going to try and like sit that on there with the bottles of wine, music paper, and just the usual collage fodder that you pop into these things. So I need to get my watercolors and start doing my background. I went to get a drink of water, and here's the fly's revenge. There was one buzzing around in here. So I got the fly spray, and he's still alive. He's doing freestyle in there by the look of it. So his dying wish obviously was to get his revenge on me, so I'm going to go and get another drink of water. Okay, I've got my Karataki watercolors here. Look at those beautiful shades, lovely. And I'm thinking, because there's pink in these cushions, that I might put some pink outside. I mean, it's going to be a fantasy land out there, so we don't have to make it look real. I think pink and green is going to look just fine. And I'm going to just quickly spray my page with a bit of water. What I've been doing lately is leaving a little area free of paint and bits and pieces, so I can actually do some journaling on there, or make notes about what I liked about the challenge this particular week, or what was challenging me as far as trying to work out what I was doing. I know this is not a watercolor pen too, by the way, so I'll just give you a heads up. So we want some green, so we've got heaps of greens in here, so it's just going to be a very loose background. I need to make mention of something, a question I asked in one of my previous videos about what you would like me to do, or would like me to do a video on. And I got a few replies, and people said doodling. So, well, actually I asked, did you guys want me to do a doodling painting? And yeah, the answer was an overwhelming yes. And what I meant by doodling is just wetting my paints. I'll be doing a background similar to this, and then drawing flowers on, you know, like doodling flowers over the top. So I better get some of this pink in there before I get too much green. I really need to get myself some watercolor brushes. These ones don't do the job very well. So I just got to work out how far up these windows come. Probably going to cut that off about there. So yeah, that area is where I need the colour. Can you see that? Honestly, do you guys suffer from this? Now, I have 3 cutting mats. So one big one that sits on my desk in the other room, and the other one is, or the other 2 are smaller. So one's an A3 size, and then the next one down is A4. And I cannot find the smaller ones. I've looked everywhere. And I'm like, what's wrong with me? Why do I tidy? You know, I've just had this big cleanup. I don't remember seeing them when I cleaned up. I know I wouldn't have thrown them away, but where on earth could they be? Like, does anyone else do that? Or is it just me? It's so annoying. Look, I just wasted so much time trying to find the darn things. It is only something that's been misplaced, isn't it? It's not the end of the world, but very annoying. I probably could have had this half done by now if I'd found them. Oh, there's nothing to stop me from doing this bit of the exercise, but when it comes to cutting up cutting it, you know, like I want to use a craft knife to cut out that image, cut the windows out. How's that looking? Oh, there's a lot of pink there, isn't there? I love this colour. It's not really, oops, it's not very useful though. I mean, it's nice, but it's like, where would you see that colour? In one of my paintings. That's about the only place. Okay, so that's alright. That's that green there that I just put on is mixing with the pink, and it's making a purpley grey colour. That's nice. I like that. I never expected that to happen. So when you mix this blue and the sorry, there's no blue inside, is there? When you mix pink and green together like this, you get that nice dark shadowy colour. It's really pretty. Okay, so we want some more dark greens somewhere. I want it to be flat. So has everyone been well and happy, creating lots of interesting things, or just watching other people do it? I like to do both. Julie's putting out some beautiful collages. Her week 4 Margarete Miller is stunning. I love it. It's my favourite one of all the ones that she's done so far. Just beautiful. So I'm not sure whether you know about our challenge. Well, it started on the 2nd of February, which is a strange thing for me to be saying because today's only on filming day is the 1st of February, so I'm looking into the future. I've got a crystal ball. Yeah, so that's gonna be fun. Can't wait. We've got some really nice people joining in with us. Carrie Gibson from Carrie Gibson Art, and Julie from Camellia's Crafts Design. Camellia Crafts Design. I can't get that right. She's playing along with us, which is really exciting. How does that look? Yeah. I might put some blue up there, so that might be the sky. Whoops. Should clean your brush a bit better than that, Leigh. Never mind. As I say, it's all happy accidents. And it doesn't matter. Except the colour looks horrible. That's the worst thing that can happen, isn't it? So life isn't too bad. There we go. That's what we should have been putting in there. Take some over that way. So with regard to my doodling upcoming, or in the pipeline doodling, this is the sort of thing I was talking about. So you do nice background, and then where there's appropriate colour, make flowers on top of just doodling the flowers. So I love that. Done a few of them now. They're so much fun. They're so relaxing. You can't go wrong. There is no right and wrong. They're not real flowers. You just do them the way you want to do them. So let's get into another blue. What's this one here? It looks like Prussian blue. Ooh, it's dark. Might be indigo. So this is very abstract. Probably not going to see too much of it, so I don't want to spend too long on it. And just as long as I need to. I'm just going to soften some of these edges. I don't mind if the colours run together. I'm actually mixing some of them together anyway. That's a nice colour. Let me just check the windows, make sure I've done enough there. So if they start about there, I might need a little bit more down the bottom. Okay, let's go for a dark green. This is watercolour paper. I don't think it's very good though. I mean, it buckles like crazy, so it's not heavy enough. It's 200 GSM, but I don't think it's heavy enough. Some darker areas there are needed. Okay, do we need to splash? I think so. What about white? And I'm only doing this now because I'm going to be putting that image over the top. So I want to get it on there before I've got anything else on there. Looks like it's snowing. It's not meant to, but it does. Okay, I think some splatters in that colour are going to look really nice. I don't know what that's called. It's all written in... Oh no, it's not. Malachite. Oh, okay. So malachite is a green stone. It's not quite that colour though. I've actually got a malachite necklace that my father bought for me. Okay. I've turned the light on because there's a bit of cloud coming over and it's getting a bit like it's getting light and then darkening, and as it does. Where's my lid? Okay. Alright, put them away for the time being. Do I need to dry? No, I think I'll just cut while I'm waiting for that to dry. And as I say, I can't find my cutting mats, so I did see someone do this, and I don't know whether it's going to work on this paper because it's quite thick, but they wet the paper and then pulled the pieces out, but I don't know whether it's going to work on this. No, it hasn't touched it, pretty sure. Okay, where's my knife? I saw Julie use one of these knives, and I thought, oh, that's Julie from Camellia Craft Designs. Camellia Crafts Design. I saw Julie from England use one of these. I thought I've got to have one of those. I love it. I haven't cut myself yet. There's still plenty of time for that to occur though. I'm trying not to press too hard because I don't want to cut too deep. Look on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to finish cutting that off. I shall be back. Okay, so I've cut out my window and guess what? I didn't paint down far enough. I thought I did, but I didn't. So I need to put some more green in here. It needs to come down about another inch. It was way out. I don't know why I thought it was enough. You didn't tell me. You're probably all screaming, no, it's not down far enough. Okay. And what I should have done was just painted the whole lot of it, eh? Then I wouldn't have to worry. But I want some contrast in there. I don't want it to be all samey same. So let's put in some darks. Well, I'm wondering if a little bit of blue in there might be good. And purple. Is that purple? Oh, it's a blue. Oh, that's the ultramarine blue, you ning dong. What's wrong with you, woman? That's purple. Purple and green. Awesome when you're painting foliage. When the purple mixes with the green, it makes a beautiful shadow colour. Especially if it's a dark green. On some of the lighter greens, if they've got a lot of yellow in them, it will actually make the paint look a horrible browny colour. Not the best brush for painting watercolours with, but it is what it is. He says you've got to stick to the rules. Let's just smear that around a bit, because that's what you're not meant to do. Okay, let me check this time. I've actually cut it out now so we can really tell properly. That's better. Looks quite nice. Okay, dry it off and start gluing stuff down. So I decided to tear around the edge, and when I did, I noticed that this is a window here too. I didn't really take much notice of that, but I'm sure you guys would have seen it. That's now dry enough for me to glue this room on, and I did take the liberty of just painting this bottom bit lightly so that there's something all the way around this page. Then there was one thing I was thinking about doing, which is to just run something along the edge of that paper, and I think I might use this stuff. I used it in the Crazy Craft Challenge the other day when I was doing the journal cards. It's beautiful paint. It's, you know, when you just buy a particular product and you love it and it's one of your favorites to use, well, that's what this is like. It's called, the brand name is Lumiere, and it's an acrylic paint. This is metallic purple, or purple gold. Looks like a rat chewed the edge of that. Talking about rats, there's rats around here outside because we live close to a river. And my husband had pulled out all the old passion fruit vine because the passion fruits we didn't trim them back last summer and they didn't grow properly this year, so they had all, you know, they're growing underneath each other and all the rest of it. and the fruit wasn't ripening, so he got in and pulled it all off, and he filled our green waste bin with it. And being a man, he just shoved everything in, and of course the lid didn't shut properly, so it was partially open. And then on the weekend he's gone to put something in the bin, and by this stage, you know, like the vines and everything had squished down inside the bin, so the lid was closed. But when he opened the lid, out popped a big rat. It's like, surprise. It must have been in there eating the passion fruit, so I hope the green passion fruits gave it a pain in the guts. Oh, and if anybody's worried about my fly before, he survived the ordeal. I tipped my water down into the sink, and the fly was in the sink, and then it just sort of stood up, shook itself, I think, and then flew away. He lived to land in someone else's bottle of water. Oh no, look what I did. Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, rub it in. It was meant to happen. I did that on purpose. Okay, get over there before you cause any more damage. Alright, so I'm just going to get my glue. Use the super duper glue. This is an awesome book. I bought it from one of those pop-up bookshops, and it's just full, like it has all different coloured like sections, you know, yellow, orange, pink, purple, whatever, and then all these ideas for decorator items and styling rooms and that sort of thing. But unfortunately, oopsie, a lot of the images are really dark. It's almost like an artistically done book with, you know, like everything is all shadows, and it's great. The book's beautiful, but when you're looking for an image to do what I'm doing now, there weren't too many in there that were light enough to use. And this is one of the rare ones, so I'm going to start at the top, up there. Okay. Alright, we have a room with a view out the window. While I was waiting for the paint to dry, I cut and tore out my images. I think this lady needs to have her edge taken off. I'm going to cut it. I'm just looking out the window at my plants. We've got like a little bit of an alleyway covered sort of area, just a walkway between the shed and the house, and I've got some plants out there and they're looking a bit bedraggled at the moment. So let's put this together. So we have our ballet dancers and our ballet poster. Another ballet poster. I think it's a poster. It doesn't say admit one or anything like that. So there. And the lady with the cello, I accidentally tore her nose off, so yeah, cut her nose off to spite her face. She's going to be up there looking at the ballet dancers thinking, have you got my nose? Okay. Alright, where's my table? Who stole my table? My table's gone. Oh, come on. Where can my table be? Fair dinkum. Honestly, I'm the only one in here. Where does my stuff disappear to all the time? Oh, for goodness sake. God, I drive myself crazy. It's nowhere to be seen. I went to all the trouble cutting between the legs of it and everything. It's not here, is it? It's definitely not here. It could have gone anywhere. It could only be here. It's not on the floor. Oh, I need to go looking for it. Well, that's a mystery because I cannot find it. It's just grown legs and walked away. It's nowhere to be seen. Not in the rubbish or anywhere. I thought I might have put it in the bin, you know. Sometimes you chuck away the good bit instead of keeping it. Well, maybe you guys don't, but I do. Alright, let's start again. Goodness me. It's just not here. Okay, she's gonna stand there. They're gonna go on there. I'm gonna put that music paper in there. Le ballet goes there. Let's do straight. Get rid of those corners. Oh. He's just had his foot removed. And the lady of the house can go there. And you know what? I bet when I'm doing my edit, I'll find that. I mean, I'll see it on the screen, that table. I'm not sure whether I want to put that in there or not. I like her standing on that chair. And they're, oh yeah, they like they're standing on the back of that chair, okay. Like that. No, they're too far down. They need to be there. And I was going to put this little platter on. I don't know whether I will now. Maybe. I've reduced people to being things. Find 3 things that would go in this room. My things are people. I'm going to cut these bottles apart though, and I'm going to arrange them now that I don't have a table to sit them on anymore. So I've got 3 bottles and my lady there. Maybe that's a bit too big. Okay, let's just reduce the size of that. That could go over here. Maybe there. I'm going to take some more away from the edge of these people. Try not to remove any more limbs. She looks like she could have been a ballerina, and she's like thinking about what it was like in the day when she was dancing to cello music while others sat in their posh chairs watching, drinking wine and eating fancy cakes. Sounds like a good story, doesn't it? These bottles are quite big, but then so is the food in comparison to the people. Oh well, it's not meant to be realistic, is it? Actually, I don't like them so close to that chair now. So she needs to be looking up higher. But I know for sure she's going there, so I'm going to stick her down. These ones, I do want them to stay there. I wonder if I've got a better picture of some ballet dancers. I'm sure I would have. I don't know about that, but I do know about that. So, no, you stay over there. We're going to glue this down. Just put down the things that I know for sure, and then work the other stuff out as I go. Okay, so let's put this down. I wanted it to sort of make it look like, you know, because the wall ends and then there's nothing there, but I'm actually quite liking that now that I've taken that away. And here we go again. Now she's got to face this way. So I wonder about putting my bottles of wine onto here instead. Oh, I just had an idea. Okay, go back up there. A couple of them can go down there. Put the light one up the top. And we put the ballet dancers. He's going to be there on the bottle of wine. How does that look? Stupid? Yeah, it is a bit, isn't it? Okay, might have to ditch the wine. I pulled it out because I was thinking, yeah, mainly champagne is what I was actually thinking, but I couldn't find a photo of something that looked like a bottle of champagne. So, let's pop that there. Stick these ones down before I change my mind. So they can be like that. She's looking at them. Where's the ballet gonna go? I think I might just put her and the ballet together. The ballet poster, I should say. Like that, like that. She needs to come down a bit. I'm just going to tear in the edge. The heat must be affecting the way that I'm thinking, because I wouldn't normally be procrastinating, would I? Maybe I would have. Okay, so that looks a bit better. Like there. Okay, yep. Happy with that. Stick it down. Don't wait. Get the glue on. Whack it on there. Done. And there's not a bottle of wine in sight. Maybe there should be. Oh, I know what it is. Yep, she's thinking, oh, I wish I hadn't drunk so much wine. I'd still be a ballerina. Maybe she should be here. Maybe these bottles of wine should be... She could have one and hanging out of her hand, couldn't she? She's hanging on to one. Which one? They're all the same size, I think. Let's just crack the top on that one. Just angled that off. Now I'm going to put her like that. Oh, that's not working there. Cut it off at the wrong angle. So, oh, I know what to do. I'm going to make it smaller by just trimming it like the caveman fashioned it. There we go. I hope I haven't offended anybody by doing this. Oh, and that'll do. It's not the one that she had originally. She drank that. I had to get rid of the empty. So she was the toast of the town. She used to be a ballerina. She got on the slops a bit too much and fell from grace. Now she sits in a lonely little room thinking about the heyday when she was this lady here dancing with the gorgeous hunker man, whoever he is. And I don't know where the lady with the cello fits in. Anyway, well, she's her successful sister. She's not a drinker. But I'm gonna splash some gold around. I've got a better story, a less tragic story for my lady. She's she had an accident, not a serious one, but she can no longer dance. So that's the wrong one, isn't it? Never mind. So she sits in her beautiful boudoir looking at the scenery outside. And thinking about the day. She wasn't a ballet dancer. She was the cellist, that's right. So that's her. She's thinking about, oh, remember when I used to be able to play the cello really well at the ballet? And she's lamenting the fact that she can no longer do that because she cut her nose off to spite her face. And well, I don't know what else happened. It's a tragedy. So now she's a wine producer, that's right. She's started up her own vineyard, winery, and she's now a big name vintner. I think that's what they are, aren't they? In France. So she just provides the wine for the posh parties at the ballet. That'll do. So that's week 6 completed. Make sure you check out the other playlist, or the playlist for the other videos, I should say. And have a look at Margarete Miller's channel. And if you want to play along, join in the fun, you don't have to buy her diary, her planner book. You can just buy the tasks, the assignments, which is what I did. I think it cost me $5 Australian, something like that. Maybe 5 US. And so I've got the prompts, so I know what I need to do each week. And yeah, you can play along. So you just need to use the appropriate hashtag. So for this one it's hashtag 2022 CWP6. The fallen, no, she's not fallen, we can't say that. We're going to stop the story again so it's not so tragic. She used to be a cellist at the ballet, but she can't read music anymore. That's what it is. So now she makes wine, and the wine is served at the ballet, and she's got this beautiful room that she can sit in and look out into the flowery garden, and she's thinking about what was. But she's happy, which is the main thing. So everybody needs to be happy. So remember, creativity is contagious, so spread it around. Be kinder than you need to be, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers from Australia. Bye for now.